Running modern operations and complex security events exposes organizations to massive, often unseen legal and financial liabilities. A single oversight can trigger millions in damages, regulatory fines, and reputational ruin. To manage these risks, teams typically rely on scattered spreadsheets, manual updates, and highly subjective human reporting. Data is typed in freehand, saved on local drives, and emailed back and forth. This network diagram illustrates the immediate result of those disparate tracking methods. When individual departments build their own custom trackers, they create isolated clusters of data that fail to communicate across a central hub, creating dangerous operational blind spots. Without structural governance enforcing how data is recorded and shared, leadership lacks the visibility required to detect systemic vulnerabilities before they cascade into an active crisis. Operating without a centralized, standardized system leaves an organization effectively indefensible. When an incident inevitably prompts an audit or legal investigation, the inability to produce a coherent, unified risk history exposes the enterprise to severe consequences. The solution is a structured governance, risk, and compliance, or GRC, Excel management system. Rather than treating Excel as a blank ledger, this system uses it as a robust, unified data architecture with strict operational rules. By applying strict logic and automation to universally accessible software, organizations gain an enterprise-grade platform. It eliminates the friction of procuring expensive third-party tools while delivering total, uncompromised auditability. This structural model shows the holistic scope of the system. It relies on three distinct tempers: pre-event planning, live operations, and incident management, all integrating to support a single, unified platform. Because these phases are connected within a continuous architecture, every operational hazard is tracked seamlessly. A risk identified in its theoretical inception is monitored logically all the way through to its live resolution. Let's focus on the first pillar, pre-event planning. The planning risk register serves as the organization's first line of defense, identifying exactly what could go wrong and detailing the exact response. This grid-based layout forces structural consistency. The first column generates a locked alphanumeric ID, while the adjacent column accepts a clear hazard description. Mandatory drop-down menus for category and owner prevent free text chaos. Finally, users rate likelihood and impact on a rigid 1 to 5 scale. By constraining the inputs, these rigid data entry rules effectively transform what used to be subjective human assumptions into objective, universally measurable data. This visual equation demonstrates the automated logic. It multiplies likelihood and impact to generate an inherent score, visualized on a heat map from green to red. After inputting precise mitigation actions, the equation recalculates a residual risk score, proving the numerical effect of the intervention. These automated scores are then paired with strict tracking statuses, such as open, mitigating, or closed, and locked to a specific date. All of this unified data feeds directly into overarching executive dashboards. This automated mathematical reduction serves a critical purpose. It allows safety managers to definitively prove to executive leadership that their specific interventions are actively, measurably reducing corporate liability. Beyond the daily mechanics of entering data and mitigating hazards, the strict protocol provides overarching corporate defensibility. In the direct aftermath of an incident, investigations require exact proof of foresight and action. This highly structured, unalterable data trail acts as concrete evidence for insurers, auditors, and legal teams. Because the methodology relies on rigid categorization and mathematical scoring, the standardization aligns perfectly with rigorous, top-tier regulatory frameworks like ISO 31000 and Martin's Law. Organizations that adopt this architecture move permanently away from reactive, panicked scrambling after a crisis, achieving a proactive, continuously audit-ready posture. Moving from disconnected spreadsheets to a unified architecture with validated data entry removes the structural blind spots that threaten enterprise security. Standardizing how hazards are predicted, mitigated, and tracked provides the strategic oversight required for a highly regulated environment. This integrated system provides the verifiable data trail necessary to manage complex operations with documented clarity and control.